What if the difficult season you're in right now is actually building something far greater in you than you realize? Imagine how your perspective might shift if, years from now, you looked back and recognized that this was the turning point that made you stronger. That this moment, as challenging as it feels, was shaping you into the person you were always meant to become. What if the reward waiting for you on the other side far outweighed the pain you're feeling now? Because the more trials you endure, the more resilient you become. You are capable of doing hard things. The choice is yours. Will you give up, or will you rise to the challenge and ask God for strength and wisdom, trusting that He's doing something powerful within you? Those who persevere are the ones who are blessed. Those who stand firm through the storm emerge stronger, and those who love God will receive the crown of life. So don't stop. Keep trusting. You can do this. If you're never tested, you'll never be transformed. It's the challenging roads that lead to lasting change, because it's in the hard moments that your limits are pushed, and it's there that discipline and resilience are built. The path that stretches you is the path that shapes you. What you thought were your boundaries expand, and in that process, strength is born. For believers, good things are always ahead. That doesn't mean we won't face difficulties. We will, but we're not defeated. We build, we work, we endure. And yes, we do the hard things, because beyond every struggle, God is preparing something greater for us. Just because you're walking through something painful doesn't mean God has abandoned you. On the contrary, He may be planting something in your life right now, something that will bloom into beauty later. Our responsibility is to trust Him, even when we can't see the full picture. When trials come, we tend to focus only on the pain. We lose sight of the bigger story. Some of you might be in the middle of a battle right now, and God is simply asking you to keep going. Your blessing is on the way. Keep fighting. Put God first. Seek His kingdom above all else. Embrace the process. Let the pain bring growth. Renew your mind with the truth of God's Word. Even though you may have gone through experiences you wish you could erase, it was in those very moments that God molded you into who you are today. It wasn't the easy seasons that gave you your strength and confidence. It was the tough ones. Looking back, I may not have chosen those battles, but I can now see how God used them to shape my character and purpose. Here's something I've learned. Sometimes you don't choose the fight. The fight chooses you. But in the middle of it, you discover who God is. You realize that the one within you is greater than anything you'll face in this world. Could it be that what the enemy meant for harm, God is using for your growth? Yes. One day, whether in this life or the next, you'll look back at your hardships and say, "It was all worth it, all good." Maybe the real issue is how we perceive suffering. We see it as something to run from, something to avoid. But in the opening of his letter, James writes something startling. Consider it pure joy when you face trials. Pure joy. That sounds almost unreasonable. But James isn't minimizing our pain. He's reframing it. Trials are not obstacles to avoid, but opportunities to grow. Think about it. If God's purpose is to make us stronger, wiser, and more like Him, wouldn't it make sense that He allows us to face challenges that help us grow? What if the very things you're trying to escape are the tools He's using to build you up? Assume that because life is painful, God must not care. But maybe the opposite is true. Maybe it's because He cares so deeply that He allows us to go through difficult seasons. A good father doesn't shield his child from every hardship. He allows just enough challenge to prepare them for life. A great coach pushes athletes to exceed their limits. A wise teacher doesn't hand out easy exams. He challenges his students so they can reach their full potential. A loving parent doesn't remove every barrier but teaches their child to overcome them. Paul says it this way in Romans 5, "We glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope." Real faith isn't proven in moments of comfort. It's revealed in how we respond when life gets tough. And let me say it again, because it matters. The more we go through, the more we can get through. So instead of avoiding every hardship, what if we embrace them as part of God's refining process? The truth is, you can do hard things, and when you do, you don't just survive, you grow. You become better, stronger, and closer to the person God created you to be. A butterfly must struggle out of its cocoon in order to fly. If someone cuts it free too soon, it never develops the strength to soar. Muscles only grow through pain and stretching. If you avoid the strain of training, you stay weak. A tree that withstands storms grows deep roots. One that lives in perfect conditions topples easily in the wind. God isn't focused on temporary comfort. He's shaping something eternal in us. Not every struggle is meant to harm you. Some are meant to prepare you for a greater purpose. To develop spiritual grit, to persevere and endure in life, you must look beyond the pain of the moment to the promise that lies ahead. If you stay stuck in the suffering, you may miss the deeper purpose behind it all. And for many of you, that might be the realization you need. You went through hardship not to break you, but to build you. You became a stronger, wiser person because of it. If you choose to grow, to learn, and to trust God with your future, your life will unfold into something more beautiful than you imagined. Failure isn't final. The only way to truly fail is to give up, and that's not your story. Every time you stumble, get back up. Fix your eyes on Jesus. Don't waste time looking back and dwelling on past mistakes. We all fall, but it's about rising again and choosing to move forward with God's help. Comebacks are always possible until you quit. So don't. No one quits their way to success. No one quits their way to strong relationships, financial, freedom, or deep spiritual growth. None of those things are built by giving up. Yes, there will be times when what lies ahead seems impossible. And you're right, it is impossible in your own strength. But what is impossible with man is entirely possible with God. Giving up may seem like the logical choice when you're overwhelmed. But with God, the story isn't over. Keep following Him. Keep pressing forward. The breakthrough you've been waiting for might be just around the corner. I don't know what your situation is today, but know this: the sun will rise again tomorrow. And with it comes new opportunities, new beginnings, a renewed sense of hope. You have a new identity, a divine authority, and the promise of God's presence. You are not alone. He sees you. He knows your needs, and He is with you in every situation, guiding you through it all.